Hello there.
Check.
The angel from my nightmare, the darkness and the shadow of the fog.
Check one, check two.
The unsuspecting victim. Like darkness in the valley, we can live like Jack and Sally if we want, where you can always find me. We'll have Halloween on Christmas, and in the night, wish this darkness never ends, or something like that.
Oh, nice.
That was nice.
Thank you.
You guys were like an analog synth for a minute there.
Let me do this. Hello there, and I'm so sorry.
I'm really sick of doing this podcast in 120 beats per minute.
Hold on, I'm gonna change it to not keep, adapt to this tempo. Oh wait, no, let me not. Let me not do that. I might erase everything.
After it's done, you should see what Logic finds us to be talking at and see what sort of drummer works with us.
Logic is fucking incredible because I took somebody's I'm working with somebody at work. Shout out to Dean if you ever listens to this podcast. I think sometimes he does. I'm working with him and he wanted to write some songs and record them. I'm like, yeah, cool. They're kind of like 60s Britpop type of stuff, like Beatles kind of stuff. It's cool. And he sent me a track and it's him playing guitar and it's well recorded and everything. Actually, he did a really good job. And I wasn't sure if it was to a click track. It kind of sounded like it was. It's not, but the timing is pretty good. With each other. He even double layer the vocals. Nice little touch. But
a little party trick there.
So I was like, oh, let me put the robot drummer to this track. So I put the robot drummer to it, and I was like, I was trying to match it, and I was like, it's not. It's like around 140, but it's not exactly. And I right clicked the audio file, and I just hit analyze tempo, and Logic goes and just analyzes the whole thing. And it literally just moves the tempo around from 140 to 143, 141, 144, and the robot drummer was right on time. And
oh shit!
It was I literally hit one button. I was like, okay, sweet, thanks, thanks, Logic.
We don't even need musicians anymore.
It's honestly incredible. So anyway, welcome back, folks. So, did you miss us? We didn't post anything this week. I hope you noticed.
I wonder if they thought last week was our final episode, because every show notes say welcome to the final episode.
And they will until the final episode, where we say
number 69,
where we say welcome to the first episode.
We should confuse the shit out of each other. Change our name to various artists or something.
All right, should I crack open a beer first? What do we want to start with, gentlemen? What do we have? We only have two out of here, right? You pick two.
I picked two.
You pick two, like Panera Bread. Where
just like Panera Bread,
where someone's axle was broken.
I always choose the
poor
cheddar
Sandy.
broccoli soup.
Poor Sandy Westerson.
Poor Sandy.
He's still in the hospital. Still recovering. All right, so
we wish him the best.
We wish him the best.
Just so you know, there's a contender that's going to be running up against him. I've heard.
Wow!
There's been,
wow!
There's been some scuttlebutt, but
love me some scuttlebutt.
I love me some scuttlebutt.
Well, what I can tell you is that his name is Wesley Sanderson. He emailed me the other day.
Is this Sandy Westerson Wario?
Is he from Bizarro World?
He's got a beard.
Oh shit!
Whereas
Sandy doesn't have a beard.
Sandy can't grow a beard. Let's be honest.
He chooses not to. Sandy has no wing.
Sandy has no wing. All right.
What do we got, Mike?
We got Frost Beer Works Lush Double IPA from Heinsberg, Vermont. It's Heinsberg. I had to say it in a very racist German accent. Yeah!
That was a pretty good impression of a German. Wait, no, we got.
That was actually Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah!
I was just watching
Austrian.
Some of his new documentary on
Same
Netflix.
thing.
It's pretty good.
No joke.
Oh yeah, he's got a documentary on Netflix.
He does.
That's
Is
right.
it good?
Yeah, I almost finished the first episode.
I almost finished the first episode.
This is Imperial IPA,
Oh, okay.
by the way.
Wait.
My favorite type of IPA.
Wait, pour that in the microphone. God damn
Mike
it!
just spilled it all over
For the
himself.
listeners, almost spilled it directly. I actually
You
did
got
spill it
2 drops on
directly.
there,
You did spill it
Right
your
on the
computer.
laptop and your lap.
You can't be trusted with
You ain't cool
electronics.
unless you pee your pants.
Did you just fart?
No.
I can taste it on my tongue.
Oh,
Is that ketchup
the ta-
and onion? That's from Step Brothers.
the tasteable farts are Nick's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he really has dog farts. It's terrible.
I can do some bad ones on a bad day.
All right, round 2. Hold on.
Smart.
Let's get a more direct pour there. There you go.
Why is it doing the thing where it just goes down the side like a dribble baby?
Because you're not pouring at the right angle. Oh, is that mine? Oh, snap.
Yes.
John Taffer would not be proud.
Hey, Nick, you can pour your own. You fucking
Shout out to John Taffer.
One of our sponsors.
I wish.
Oh man, I got the Tiny Beer World glass again. This is adorable.
And like that, we're pulled by John Tapper's estate for even mentioning his name.
All publicity is good publicity.
Oh, this is delicious.
While we're rotting in prison, we can remember that.
Wow. That's very good.
Pretty good.
Wow.
It gets half a wow for me.
Oh, half a wow.
Probably 3.75 for me.
I'd say about 3.78 of a wow for me.
Is that a full wow?
It's at least a 4. Come on. Really?
I'm on the fence.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's different.
Me and Nick just debated just giving you one of the Red Riders and not saying anything to you and be like, here you go, Jay.
No one debated anything.
Oh, man.
I cracked it so you couldn't say no. Shout out to BJ's Restaurant for making the best damn beer in the land.
Their Grand Cru series, the Belgian triples, are fucking fantastic.
Really?
Shout out to
They make-
BJ's in general.
They make yeah. Shout out to BJ's. They
Could never turn one down.
Well, I can never turn down going to BJ's.
Hey Nick, you want a BJ?
Okay, I'll turn that
from
one
Mike.
down. I'll turn it down.
Hold on. Do you want me to fill the shopping cart at BJ's? What are we talking about here?
Yes, that's what I meant.
They had the extra large shopping carts at BJ's because
Ooh.
everything's much bigger at the BJ's store.
That's never been my experience with BJ's. Guys, we're in a band.
Hey,
We're in a band. We somehow made it back here. Our final episode. This is the final one.
We'll never see you guys again. We'll miss you so
I'm
much.
going to the Adirondacks next week. I'm not recording. By the way, boys, I can only do Tuesday next week. We'll be gone next Thursday.
Oh no. I can probably do it.
I can only do Wednesday. Or
I don't know
Monday.
for sure yet, but
Oh, you
probably.
can't do Tuesday?
I can't do Tuesday or Monday or Wednesday.
We could take a
Sunday.
We could take a week off.
I can actually do any day. I'm fucking with you.
I was like, Jay. In my head, I was like, what do you have to do, Jay?
I'm so busy. I'm so important. You didn't even
He's
know.
like, you didn't even ask if I had any
He's got
plans.
a vacuum. That's what he's got to do.
I really do have to vacuum. You don't even know.
I do know. It's getting spicy. I know exactly. So the lead topic today is
gotta sit
kind
around
of,
his-
sort of.
He's got
how
to sit
to-
around his 4 air purifiers.
5 was it 4 or 5? How many air purifiers you got?
4.
4. Okay. Lead topic of the day is how to keep a band together.
Oh God.
Circle jerk is the best way.
Not bad. Whoever comes on the cracker first
Ookie
or
cookie.
last is who wins. I forget how that works.
Wait, what was that? You did a thing.
Times have changed. Our kids are getting
The fuck is this?
They want to obey their parents. They just want to fart and curse.
Is this a play?
Blame the government.
This week,
Society.
something came from the north.
No, blame Canada. With all their beady little eyes and flapping heads.
Ah, that's true. So this is how you keep a band
We
together.
need to form a full song.
I just wanted to put that in there because the air is so bad because of Canada. All right. Anyway, so how to keep a band together?
How do you do it?
Step one, don't be a dick. It's pretty.
That's number one.
If you do number one, everything is easy after that.
I gotta say that's a big one. That is a really big one.
It's a big, hard one.
Big, long, and hard and thick one.
like the size of your forearm.
Just some veins once in a while.
Yeah. Like a bodybuilder's forearm.
And then some hair sprouting on the sides.
Yeah.
Like my first professional band that I was in broke up essentially because the lead guitarist was a dick. And I knew he was a dick, and it was fine because him being a dick served him well throughout his entire life. However, he was a dick one time during one of our setups or whatever at one of our gigs, and for some reason it didn't sit well with me, and I went off on him. And that was the time that the band broke up, and we'd been together for like a year and a half at that point.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you made a good point that this is the longest. This is the longest band I've ever been in.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because both of my professional bands have only been like a year and a half, 2 years total.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say I'm going to count all the bands, even the one where we were just like learning how to play our instruments. That was like a year and a half. That turned into another band that was like a year and a half. Then the next one was like a year and a half. It's usually about a year, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, this guy's a fucking asshole. I don't like this fucking guy." And then I didn't play in band. I then another band I was in. The second longest band I was ever in for was Last Chance Standing. That went from technically we started in 2008. We didn't really do anything, and then we got back together in 2009 until 2011. So it was 2 years, but it was like just about a year and a half. It was a little like more than a year and a half.
Are you still friends with all your old band members? Or were there like personality conflicts, which is what kind of caused you to break up? Because a lot of times a band will break up. And listeners, if you've never been in a band, obviously most of us start when we're really young. And when you're in your teens, you have plenty of time, right? You're 14, 15 years old. You don't have a job. You don't have anything else to do. So you go play in a band. But as you get older, you like girls come into your life or boys or whatever you're into. And like jobs and careers and college, and you move around. Parents move around. But what broke up your bands, Mike?
So to answer the first question about if I'm friends with anybody, I am friends with my boy Ryan and his brother Charlie, and we like the first like 3 bands I was in. It was me and Ryan, and then his brother joined for one of them, and then we made our own thing. His brother played bass in a ska band, so played guitar with us, and a pretty successful local ska band. They're one of the members is in the Big Takeover from that ska band, actually. Still playing. He was a guitar.
Shout out to Big Takeover.
Was he the guitar player in
They
Boy
would
Scout
pay us.
Dropout? I don't remember. Name of the band was Boy Scout Dropout.
They'll pay us in takeovers.
Man,
But,
put that in the bank with the politics.
But anyway, like 90% of the members, yeah, I don't talk to any of those guys anymore. Most of them, I mean, we had the one dick guitar player, but he was like kind of okay, but he was a dick. He was just annoying. He was very full of himself. He was very talented. Didn't have an ear at all. Like he would just sweet pick, but like not in the right key. Which
Awesome.
It sounds like you're just arpeggiating wherever you want. So like if the chords are, let's say C, D, and E, he would just, I don't know, F sharp, fucking D sharp, and like whatever. He would just start. I'm like, dude, why can't you just move like 1 fret down from where you are? And it would sound great. What are you doing? The one really successful band in the drummer. So we had like the guitar player was kind of done with everything. He wanted to focus on his family. Same guy who had the kid during the show. He
gave birth on stage.
After 1 year, he was like, "Yeah, I should probably." He's like, "I should probably be there, you know, like focus on my life a little more." I was like, "All right, that's cool, man. We're just playing original metal music. Like, I'm not like upset about this." So I tried to break it to the other guy that like I was going to college, and I was just kind of like that band I was in. They were all much older than me, so like. I was probably 16, 17. These guys were like between the ages of like 25 and 28.
That's hot. That's hot. Go on.
Right. And so like I was just in a point in my life where I wanted to just kind of start again. You're going to college. Like probably meet. I'm going to college for music at the time. I'm probably gonna fucking meet another guitar player, another drummer.
Wait, you
So,
went to
like,
college for music?
at first? Yeah.
Oh shit!
Music performance.
Damn.
My very first major was music performance,
Nerd.
and I was in there, and I didn't know how to read music, and I had to like, I got through like music theory 1. And I was like, fuck this, dude. Like I'm so behind. I just couldn't get to the point where like, you know, everybody knew all the notes to every scale off the top of their fucking head, like without even like just, you know, C major. They would just say it like right away.
It's a circle
And
of
I was
fifths.
yeah, I mean, you go over all, like, well, you do intro. I did intro, and then I did theory 101, and I was just done after that because it's just like, this is really stressful, and I'm very upset. I'm very upset and go to school for this. But anyway, I tried telling him that, and then through text, and then so I came over to his house. I was like, let's just hang out. Let's just like try to hang out like outside the band. Like I wanted to keep his friendship around, and he like pretended that he didn't get my text about like just wanting to hang out and chill out. And he like threw me out of his house. It was one of the most. I was just like, all right, man, you literally just brought me here so you could just throw me out of your fucking house. Like,
That's insane.
weird dude. Anyway, all these years later, I see him again. He still hasn't really like gotten over it. He's still very like kind of like, I'm like, what the fuck? We're in a band for like 2 years, dude. Like we made some music. It was good. Like, and it was done. Everything has its course. Eventually, hopefully we were together a long time. A lot of things run their course eventually. You know, things happen. You know, I thought about that with this band. So far, it hasn't happened yet. But
Here we are.
Anyway,
Until
here we
now.
are.
Week after week after week.
And so right now, fuck you guys. I'm out of here. No, but yeah, I mean, the spill my guts out. That's kind of what happened with that one. And then the shortest band I was ever in for like that gigged. I'm not saying like we just played like, I don't count jamming with a couple guys, you know, and playing at like a barbecue or something. Was like I was in a band for like 6 months, and again, the drummer used to own a little store locally, but talented guy. Picked up the drums. He was a guitar player, and he was very, very talented. He picked up the drums. He was actually a pretty solid drummer. He got drum lessons from like a drum teacher there. Pretty solid drummer. We played like kind of like thrash metal, Pantera stuff. But again, he was just an asshole. Just one of those things, like, don't be a fucking dick. He booked like, we were telling, he booked like 8 shows in like 30 days. And we were like, dude, like, I'm trying to like live my life here. not have like a world tour. Like
8
you know,
shows in 30 days.
dude, we play Friday, Saturday. Like, I want to, yeah, Friday, Saturday, 4 weeks in a row.
God damn. That's a lot.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, I was like, and to no one, just because we're getting paid, so we get money to like record an EP, which is cool. I literally would have rather took $200 out of my own pocket and been like, here you go. then like fucking go to the Pickwick pub and play for 7 people. But anyway, that one kind of flamed out in a spectacular way too.
Let me just be clear. The first guy I talked about, he and I are actually still really good friends. Like ever since we broke up as a band.
The dick guy?
Yeah, he's an asshole. I'll send him this podcast. He knows he's an asshole.
Some guys are just like that, man.
Shout out to Scooter.
Nick?
No, I'm not really friends with anybody from older bands. I mean, I'm friendly with a couple, but I don't
You're
really.
friends with benefits with a couple guy?
I'm friendly with a couple, but I don't really talk to them anymore. If they were to talk to me, yeah, it'd be fine. But yeah.
So this guy, like, mostly because you've been in this band and then one other band?
Yeah, I haven't been in that many bands. It was this band, the old version of this band, and, well, the 2 old versions of this band now, I guess.
3 old versions.
of this band. And
If we count a certain era.
there was
You're like the run for cover that just won't die. You just
Can't
keep
keep
getting
me down, man.
new leaves on the tree and the old leaves fall off.
all these branches. Yeah, there was a jam band and the Christian rock band. And yeah, the Christian rock band, it ended with them like nobody just contacted each other more. It was like me, like probably 3 weeks in a row reaching out like, hey, what day for practice? And then eventually I was like, let's see what happens if I don't reach out for what day for practice. And no one ever reached out. And I was like,
They all found God.
that was the end of that. But you could just see they were just less and less into it. It was very strange.
And that was originals, right?
Yeah, that was originals. And the songwriter, even he was a really good songwriter. We did like maybe a dozen of his songs, but he said he had like 20 more like ready whenever. He had a lot of stuff. It was decent. Anyway, I Googled how to keep your band together. And according to BuzzFeed, it's pretty good.
ChatGPT should actually answer this, bud.
BuzzFeed gave us 13 different ways or different points, whatever, to keep it together. The first one, check your ego. Don't be a dick. You know, first one right there.
It's a big one. Very first one.
You know? Number 2, focus on making music, not how famous music can make you. Applies more to original band, not so much us, but yeah.
I guess don't let it define your personality,
Yeah.
right? Would you take is that how you kind
Wait,
of...
wait.
guess so.
What was the first one again?
Check your ego.
Check your ego.
Don't be a dick.
I think that's one of the been one of the big things about this band is like none of us have super huge egos, at least now in this iteration of the band.
Yeah.
We're all like we know that we're just a cog in the wheel of the club making money to like hire us back.
If anything, we're
Please
not.
give us money.
If anything, we're not confident enough. Sometimes, like I listened back and I was like, "Wow, that was really good." I thought I was doing nothing and like playing nonsense. Yeah, but anyway,
Number 3, split all the money equally. We do that.
Yep, definitely.
But yeah, there's definitely some bands like I know for Guns N' Roses when they were just getting signed, Axl was like, "There's no fucking way the drummer Steven Adler is going to get the same fucking pay as me." So he took 5% extra, and Steven Adler took 5% less.
See, that's like an insulting amount. Like it should be more, like significantly more, or significantly less, or exactly equal. Like it should never be 5%. That's just humiliating.
Rush, one of Rush's biggest things in this documentary that's in the poster right behind me, Rush Beyond the Light Stage, great documentary. They discussed that from day one. They split everything equally.
Yep.
And that's probably one of the biggest reasons why. He says it doesn't matter who wrote the songs, who did what.
But that was kind of the thing. They all, for most of, I mean, there's a few stragglers in there, but for the most part, they all co-wrote each song. You know, one guy did the lyrics, the other two did the music on 95% of their songs.
There was only one guitar player, so Alex Lifeson wrote all the guitar parts.
Yeah.
But equality is super important, even in a cover band, because obviously we're playing other people's music. But that's why you do like the sound and shit, and I don't know what the fuck you do. I'm pointing to Nick.
I set up the drums for a long time. That's what I do.
So he carries 100 Grubhub bags.
Nick has been setting up the drums for a long time. Every show.
No.
Now it's time for him to play the cajon. Only.
That's why I love when you bring the electric kit. I'm like, all right, Nick, go do something now. Since you only had to unfold the electric kit and put your bass pedal there
And plug it all in.
the two cables that are plugged
No,
in.
there's one for every one of these things.
But
very hard.
that's what we talked about in like one of the first episodes. Like we all have roles, and because of that, there's a sense of equality, and because of that, we pay each other equally. Like it's like no one gets paid more or less.
Yeah.
It'd be very weird to be like,
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Like if you got 10% more,
Yeah.
I'd be like, this motherfucker better be earning his extra 10%.
It is funny because that 10% is literally $10. Like it's not like we're talking about I got like 40 grand more.
Well,
it's like
That's an extra beer that Mike's
it's
getting.
between $10 and $30 more.
by $10, he means $10 million. We get paid. Big,
Oh yeah, I'm
big,
sorry.
Big money
From
Yes.
politics. Actually,
Number 4.
actually, Nick, you never shared the politics money. $47
Yeah,
million.
you haven't Venmo'd me my politics yet.
I gotta send you guys some politics shit. Number 4. Act just as much like friends as coworkers. That's interesting. We don't really act like coworkers at all.
No, I think that's the hardest thing. I think it's really. I never really been in a band. I mean, I have been in a band that wasn't like we're brothers. You know what I mean? Like
Brothers, man.
like this version of the band has felt the most like that. No offense to anybody. offend one person. Fuck him. But like, yeah, for the most part, like, I really do think it does matter. Like, you need to like coexist and understand like each other's like, you know, flaws and character flaws, and also like their pros and stuff like that, and care about each other and just be friends. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we don't necessarily hang out every single day.
No.
But we occasionally hang out. Nick, I don't think you and I have ever like hung out
No.
really. Like outside of the band.
We
But it's okay because
we live further. And
yeah, we live
I
a
got
long way
kids and
apart.
stuff.
But when we are together, it's like magic.
We are together.
well, you
I
see,
just hold my tongue the entire time and try. No, I'm joking.
I always have to catch up with you guys a little bit because I haven't. We don't get to hang out, but we're active in our messenger,
Right,
Yeah.
right,
You know?
and you've got a family and all sorts of stuff, so it's understandable that like we're not gonna like hang out and just drink beer on a fucking Thursday evening.
Yeah, I think there's a love
Yeah.
triangle going on because I've hung out with Nick outside of.
Have you really? Oh my god, Mike,
have we?
Yeah, we've hung out like a few times.
Well, we
just
went to Taco Bell after the show. You didn't come, pussy.
Yeah, but I came to Taco Bell with him.
Damn it.
That's what he means by love triangle.
We had our run to cover chat going on.
Oh, but he, Dom, and I went to Taco Bell
Ooh.
together,
Ooh, spicy.
and we talked about Strodes.
Strodes.
Mike and I went to Sloop twice. Well, we went there, and you met me and my cousin there another time.
Yeah, I was at work.
Yeah.
The one time I was literally like on the clock, and I was like, "I'll go over there," and it was like 2 p.m. And I was so tempted to just be like, "Yeah, let me just get a beer," but like I didn't. I just hung out for like a half an hour.
Yeah,
Just
something like that.
I just chilled out.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is we don't treat each other as like co-workers.
No.
We know we're colleagues, we know we're equals.
Yes.
We're all friendly and we're friends, but we don't treat each other.
If we had more like business stuff going on other than like the pay from gigs and from politics, you know, if there's like all this merch and stuff, you know, if it's Kiss, you know, and you got, you know, bobbleheads and everything of you and all that stuff, then yeah, there's much more of a business
I
side
mean,
to it,
yeah, I want my
obviously.
cut on my fucking bobblehead, Nick. What the fuck? There's bobbleheads?
When are we getting bobbleheads? We need bobblehead money.
But we
Shout
need
out to whoever the biggest bobblehead company is. Give us some money.
the same
and
person.
bobbleheads.
The person has bottle.
Is the person's name Bob?
Same person has bobblehead money has also fake water money.
That's good.
we got to go back to that diner.
Number 6.
We will in a month or two.
Cool off before discussing something important. Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
yeah, because
It's-
it's true. I've gone work out with things and been like, that's not a big deal, and not so much in this version of the band.
Yeah, that
but,
doesn't really apply to this version. Like, I can sense you getting in the red a little bit, Jay. I can sense that, and then I back off
the
for
needle,
you.
needle kind of like.
Yeah,
If you can imagine like one of those steam pipes, it's like,
But it's usually never about us. It's usually
Right.
about a situation or something like that. You know.
yeah,
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Number 7, invite everyone to come along.
We do.
I always try and encourage everyone to come, like no matter what, no matter what we're doing, no matter where my hands are.
Sometimes I can't.
I know you have a refractory period, and that's okay.
He's going to encourage you even harder and faster until you finally come.
We've always, even in every version of the band, we've always invited every single person out to eat, even if you're hoping they would say no. That's it out loud, but that.
like whenever we invite Nick, we're like, God,
I hope he says no.
He's just going to order like one muffin.
he's gonna
and
order
be
an
cheap.
egg.
He's gonna
an egg
order-
sandwich.
He's gonna order a fucking matzo ball soup for some reason at 3 a.m.
Delicious.
So here's the thing: Nick let me try his matzo ball soup, and it's really damn good.
I had it too. It was really good.
So we all share each
It's the
other's.
shit.
So okay, let's. What number are we on?
Number 8 coming up.
Okay, so number 7.5 or 7B. Share each other's germs. That's what's kept us together.
It really has. We've shared beers. These guys got COVID last year at the same time.
You two share. microphones on stage when you do the
We
switch.
do, and I smell Jay's breath all the time.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad for you because I just fucking eat the mic when I sing, and as I'm singing,
I don't know if you smell my breath, but I definitely smell your breath.
You should eat like a whole bunch of like peanut butter and like a quesadilla before the show, just so you
Oh, I
can put
should
it all
do
on the
that.
microphone.
just like as I'm walking over to his side of the stage, just fill my mouth with all sorts of putrid shit.
like in your car, those spicy Funyuns.
Oh yeah,
Funyuns, whatever.
that's spicy. They're flaming hot.
Oh my god.
God, you're so old.
Those spicy,
Disgusting.
those spicy.
I got flaming hot
Sounds
onions.
gross. Number 8, have regular
And of course,
have regular informal meetings. That makes no sense.
that kind of.
Yeah, okay.
We have a messenger. That
Regular
makes-
informal meetings, good enough. Number 9.
Wait. Let's back up just a
okay.
second. So before,
Regular informal meetings.
Before we broke up with our initial guitarist in this iteration, I
May
don't,
rename nameless.
Renee.
We will provide that courtesy, even though he probably will not provide that courtesy to us.
He'll never listen to
He'd
this.
be like, "Look at your Mike and Jay, these guys," on his podcast. And then he'd be like, "Did you know aliens made the pyramids or something?" I don't know.
Played 432 hertz. did I tell you that I was actually legit looking for a therapist for us?
For us?
For like as a band
For that version of the band?
Yeah, I had emailed like several therapists.
We're about to have our some kind of monster moment, man.
Yeah, I had emailed several therapists. I was thinking about that. I was like, are we Metallica? We might be Metallica, but none of them wanted to do like a session with like a full band. Like nobody wants to do that. I have no idea how Metallica.
I love you, Jay. I love how you reached out. I love how you just reached out to several therapists.
I really did because
That's hilarious.
like at the time, like
BetterHelp, can we please?
so this was before BetterHelp, and this was before I knew how good and satisfying this version of the band would be.
So satisfying.
So satisfying.
It's just nirvana.
How many, what's the percentage of people on BetterHelp are just jerking off the whole time?
I mean, I'm jerking off just thinking about it. So
I would think it's 0%. I think they run a tight ship over there.
Oh, come on.
I think they'd be like, "Oh, okay," and they would just.
Well, yeah, but they
this
still-
is not Chatterbait, sir.
They still jerked off.
you just set your phone down for a few seconds, pull up your iPad, do your thing, and then answer the question your client asked you.
they're jerking off to the person on the screen.
It doesn't work like that. I think it's just text.
Oh no, it's not like a Zoom conference.
I don't think so. I think you can possibly. There's probably like
I
a
thought it was a
paid
Zoom.
tier where you can actually have video, but I think for the most part it's just text.
What was the topic again?
What was number 8?
All right, number 8. Oh no, we did number 8. Number 9. Don't stay away
What
from.
was number 8 again?
Number 8 was have regular informal meetings.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of what this
All
is
of
right
our
now.
meetings are
No, do you
regular
remember
informal.
to bring up? I'm in a mood today. Do you remember when we tried to have informal meetings and it was like fun a couple times?
Oh, yeah, and we, like,
and
made
then it got
burgers and shit.
and then it got like weird for no reason. That was kind of.
It started with
So-
just trying to order fucking pizza. How the hell is that? Oh, I got a coupon from this certain place. Well, they only have like cheese at that one. What do you
Oh
guys want?
no! It was TGI Fridays. I'm like, bro, it's like 40 fucking minutes away. I'm not going to TGI Fridays.
Easily 40 minutes
It was
through all those
40
traffic
minutes
lights.
away. I'm not going to TGI Fridays. Like, can we just spend $20 on a fucking pizza? There's 4 of us. It's $5. Like, what are we talking
Got
about?
a gift card.
But anyway, no. But
That's
like,
the most stressful
on a-
order situation I think I've ever
on
been
a serious
involved in.
note, like when we had those those informal, let's not practice. So I understand number 8 now.
Yeah.
When we had those informal, like get-togethers, meetings, get-togethers, whatever, it was really good. It was actually like really, really good for like the what's the word? Camaraderie of the group. When that got weird, that's when
Yeah.
If you really think about it, once that got weird and everything just got weird about it, it was just kind of like, all right,
There was one we did on his deck, and we were doing like a little cookout, and everybody brought something. That was totally fine. There wasn't
I spent
anything wrong
like
with that.
$40
Yeah, you spent a lot of
on
money.
stuff just to make fucking 8 burgers.
Yeah.
I spent like 40 or 50 bucks.
You got like
I-
gourmet
I went-
burgers
yeah,
and shit.
yeah, because I got the best ground meat and like all the different veggies and stuff to mix in with the onions and spices and they were just like middling burgers. I'm like, son of a bitch.
yeah, I just went and got the cheapest sprouts I could find that had cheddar in them, and then some cheap buns.
Should have just done that.
Some potato chips. I think I spent $8, and I was like, all right, we're out of here, bro.
Number
Some
9
beer.
applies to a touring band. Don't stay away from home too long. I definitely get that
I mean, yeah,
if you're on tour.
yeah. I will say in this version of the band, I'll just say it on live. Let's not do a practice on Thursday if we have a gig on Friday. Like, no, seriously. As long if there's nothing pressing, I'd rather would have just like last week. I'd rather just like change my strings because I had like. It's funny to say this now, like playing guitar, not having fresh strings on the gig. I was like, I just felt weird the entire time. I didn't feel
I
comfortable.
haven't changed my strings in like 15 months.
We know. We just heard like 20 minutes ago.
Nick, do you play guitar?
Sometimes.
No. No, you do. You surprise me sometimes.
Yeah.
Some
You
things
underestimate me sometimes.
You underestimate me.
when I was on the road,
You underestimate my power. I have the
Initially-
higher ground.
initially, the girl I was with, she told me she hoped my band broke up. Ooh. Yeah, because she didn't want me being on the road, and I was like,
Fuck her.
I was in some fucking podunk motel in Rochester, Minnesota. And I was like,
There's a Rochester, Minnesota.
know there
there
was a
is a
second
Rochester,
Rochester.
Minnesota. Yep.
There's another second Rochester in New York.
And that's what, like, when I think Rochester, New York.
Shout
but yeah,
out
it
to
was
Rochester,
but there's-
Minnesota.
Rochester, Minnesota.
But there's 2 Rochesters in New York, which is kind of funny.
Are you serious?
One of them is over the mountain.
I think
This is
there's another-
the town of Rochester where Rough Cut Brewing is.
Yeah.
That is technically the town of Rochester.
I thought that was Hanson.
It is, but it's like a little tiny. It's like one of those towns within a town.
Hamlet.
No, it's called the town. I don't know. It's just the town of fucking Rochester. Anyway, it's a sign.
Continue, Jay.
You're driving. It says town of
Don't
Rochester.
continue, Jay.
Half a second goes by. It says now. Thank you for coming.
Continue, Jay.
Remember how I told you you're too provincial?
What does provincial mean?
It means you just live in one little area.
Thanks.
I'm just playing. So anyway,
If you found a good area, then stick with it.
so I was on the phone with her, and she's like, man, I hope
Seriously, he's
I
been
hope,
searching for a good area.
I hope your band
Hawaii,
breaks
oh,
up.
it's good, but not quite because cost of living is too high. Oh, let me go to Colorado for a little bit. All right, that's good, but not quite. Let me move over here.
Hawaii's pretty good, but Dr. Bounty Hunter keeps on pepper spraying people, so I gotta go somewhere.
Then he found the promised land, and he's like, "Yeah, I could put
Dog
my feet
Bounty
up
Hunter's
here."
not pepper spraying people here because he said the N word, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
All right, I think we delayed Jay enough. We've been rude to Jay enough. All right, please finish your story.
I don't even.
I forgot where we are.
I don't remember where I was going with this, but wait. Read the last thing
You were
again.
saying something racist or something.
No,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that all got cut. Jay, why did you say something so racist? No,
So-
you said
so-
the girl was gonna. You said she
What-
hopes that the band.
what's
Don't
the
stay
last-
away from home too
Okay,
long.
yeah. Don't say away from home too long. That's the thing. Like, she didn't like me being away, and I was even though I was just in a cover band, I was on the road, and she hated me being on the road. So it's not actually don't be away from home too long. It's don't be with someone who can't stand you being on the road too long.
Gotcha.
That's my correction to the BuzzFeed article, based on
Faithfully.
experience.
Gotcha.
Circus life under the big top road.
Number 10.
All right.
Seek out partners that respect your dedication to music.
Exactly
There
what
you
I
go.
was
Wow,
saying.
number 10.
Nail on the head.
Do you want to be honest here?
Does Alyssa respect your dedication to music?
Yes, but there are some times where you have that push and pull. You have that. There is always that push and pull because I don't know if you guys know me.
You're my. I don't know your middle name.
Oh, I don't know your middle
Is
name.
it?
I don't know.
Is
either
it
of your middle
Gerard?
names. Ooh, can I guess?
Go ahead.
Raul.
No, he's Italian.
Almost.
Oh, he's
Italian?
Italian.
Shit.
It's got to be like
Raulio.
Julio. Mussolini.
I was about to say this.
Yes. No.
Michael Mussolini.
Whatever Mussolini's first name
It's
was.
James.
Antonio? Is it James?
James.
That's stupid. No, it's got to be something else going.
So lame.
Jimmy.
Jimothy.
No, like there's always a push and pull,
Benito
and I don't know if
Mussolini.
it's, I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but like for me, like I always put like I put a lot of myself into music in general, and,
Absolutely,
and these bands and stuff like that. So we all care a lot, and we spend a lot of time, and we're texting on the messenger, and I'm looking up things, and sometimes I understand, like sometimes where it's like, hey, like, can we just like hang out and not think about like whatever song you got to play tomorrow? I'm like, okay. And then like an hour later, I'm like, I think we're gonna go like do something that's like.
But this is where our dynamic as a band comes in too, because we know that we all have significant others that don't necessarily 100% like they're not 100% behind us. Let's be honest. None of our significant others are 100%
if I quit my
behind us.
great paying salary job and I just said I'm doing the cover band life, boys.
What does 100% look like?
That's a good question. I would say someone that if you're not doing music, they're saying, why aren't you doing music stuff? If you're watching YouTube or playing video games, they're like, you should be downstairs playing music.
I get that. I get that sometimes.
Sounds a little extreme.
Really?
I get that sometimes. Like, hey, you're just like scrolling. Why don't you go do something? Sometimes it's like, why don't you go play a record? Like, I'll be scrolling on Facebook doing nothing.
We should trade girlfriends every now and again.
Well, it's not all the time.
Is
all
that
the
a
time.
thing? Is that a thing? Can we sign up for that? Is that a
There's
subscription
the
service?
90 Day Fiance show.
90 Day Fiance.
Oh my God.
Wife swap.
Big Ed on 90 Day Fiance. Oh my God.
Who the hell's Big Ed?
The one with
Dude,
no neck.
No neck.
Is he a horse?
No, he puts mayonnaise in his hair and like
Wow.
he's so bad with women. It's hilarious. It's amazing.
I'm gonna open up the second beer. This is Cloud Drop by Upper Pass Beer Company, made in Vermont. Another Vermont beer.
Yeah, 2 Vermont ones. I think there's another one in the fridge too. Another Vermonter.
It's brewed and packed by Von Trapp Brewing in Stowe, Vermont, which is Stowe is where Alchemist is.
Shout out to the 802.
Sure.
Is that a area code?
It's the only area code of Vermont.
Is it really?
They only have one.
They only have one?
Well, in
Yeah.
Hawaii,
there's
they only
not-
have
there's-
808. So
Oh, that's kind of cool. So, like, does everyone go boom?
like a Roland.
Boom, pop. Ooh, that's nice sound. Next one, number 11. Rely on more than one leader. Would you say that we are all leaders in this band?
We're all leaders in different areas.
Yes. I would say we always rely on each other.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking about in either the last episode or the one before it, is like if one of us fucked off and we couldn't complete the show, we wouldn't have a show because we're all that important to the show.
Suck the foam out of that and let me pour a little more.
You know I'm good for that.
That was quite a sound you made. Sounded like a fucking tidal wave.
He's not gonna make it. Jay was reaching for me while trying not to spit liquid out his mouth.
Jay
going,
almost died round 2. He was trying to suck a little foam out, ended up spewing it all over the room. Almost got my electric drums. Probably got the bass drum to it.
I'm sure there's probably little micro droplets on everything.
Probably got on my eyeball.
Does your eyeball feel slightly more drunk?
It feels like it has COVID and mesothelioma at the same time.
and also syphilis.
Call 877-CASH now.
Some poor air quality.
877 cash now.
It's my money and I need it now.
Oh, poor air. Did you say poor air quality?
Don't blame me. It's all dead.
Their heads just look like pen dispensers.
And I will end it once.
Anyway, yes,
So,
we all look to each other
yes.
to be leaders in certain things.
What are you the leader of, Mike?
Set
Sound-
list,
sound check.
sound
Sound
checking,
Correcting my old man stuff.
correcting everything Nick does. No,
And let me just say that having a leader is not a bad thing, because
I look to Nick about the booking stuff. I just sit
Right.
back and go like this.
right, and knowing that you know what you're talking about with sound, I don't ever have to worry that the band is going to sound like shit when we go play. I can rely on you for putting out a good CD quality sound to the audience, like in terms of like how you have us raise the speakers and how you EQ everything and whatnot. So like we're all
I appreciate the kind words.
Yeah, no. Well, like it's a good thing to have a leader in various areas.
Jay, you are the leader of musical director.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy on the way to
And
this
singing
practice?
good.
Singing better than both of us.
And singing good and being very multi-talented.
I play guitar.
And a harmonica. And a skin flute. But
yeah.
mean ass skin flute.
Mean asking for it.
And every once in a while, he's just like, "Oh, I know how to use Wix," and he just redesigns the website. I'm like,
Yeah, where the fuck did that come from?
and I was like, "Where were you last year?"
Thanks for slow rolling the shit out of us on that one. My God.
I had a whole HTML book back when I was a kid, and I like built websites all the time.
I used
Really?
to. I used to do a lot of CCS.
Oh, I never done any of that.
Oh, don't start
CSS.
nerd talk. No, I don't know what the fuck this
that's
is.
just, you never done anything on MySpace, bro. You never put a theme on your
I
MySpace
never
profile.
had MySpace.
Well, this band just broke up. Don't even look at number 12 or whatever the fuck
We
we're
were
on.
doing so well.
We were doing
until
so well.
right now.
Number 12. Fuck you. Find a core purpose.
So when we were at
Have fun and make money.
no, well, yeah. when we were at Peekskill Brewery,
To buy more guitars.
we were at Peekskill Brewery. There was this woman that came up to us and came up to me, and she was talking about how she started a band and she wanted advice on how this exact topic, like how they could keep themselves together and how they could do it. And a lot of these things are accurate. But the biggest thing was the purpose. Like, we know that we're not trying to make it as rock stars, right? Like, we're not trying to be original rock stars. We're not trying to make this our entire day job, at least right now, right? Because we're not anywhere close to making enough money to replace our actual incomes. And right. And this
I was like, what? No. You guys have jobs. No.
well, and this is what I told this lady, because she's like, oh yeah, we're all different ages. We like all sorts of different music. And it's like, that's all well and great, but that's not going to make you a good band, because you need to be aligned for a specific purpose.
Yeah. Like, do you want to add Footloose?
Right.
If the answer is no, then maybe you should rethink about like.
Do you guys want to... Oh, go ahead.
We know with this band, generally, we want about 2 gigs a month. We want to play songs that people love.
Yeah.
We want to play songs that we love. We want to have fun. We don't want to be constrained by, like, if one of us was like a hardcore, straight edge, is that what they used to call them? Like straight edge, no drinking, no drugs,
Yeah,
or whatever.
straight edge,
Yeah, none of us are like that. But we're all...
We do lots of drugs. We're heroin positive.
We do all the drugs. Was what we're trying to say.
I would say as a band, we're very aligned on a lot of things, and
Yes.
that's
Hashtag we don't really do any drugs. Other than
Right.
Mike smokes pot once in a while.
Wow.
I'm in the
Way
military.
to dox me.
I'm in the military. I can't do any drugs. Period.
I actually haven't smoked
They
weed.
can't test for acid.
I haven't smoked weed in probably about a year. Like actual weed. CBD.
Yeah? Really?
CBD doesn't count. No, it makes me too paranoid, man. But anyway, what are we
right,
talking
yeah,
about?
what was that?
Number
Oh,
12
he was
was...
making fun of me because I smoked like a joint while I was camping probably like
Number
2
12,
years ago.
Number 12 was find a core purpose, which I didn't say my core purpose.
Nobody cares is the thing.
My
So go on.
biggest goal for this band, which will never ever happen, unless, if it did happen, it'd be after this
Dave
person's
Matthews.
dead. If we could open for Billy Joel. He has a once a month stand at the Garden.
at MSG.
If we could open for him once a month, regular gig.
Okay. Let me ask you.
Oh my
then.
God, how fucking terrific! would
Let
that
me
be?
ask you.
Mike is dying over there.
Who
He's
opens?
half dead.
Who opens for Billy Joel?
Probably no one.
No, but that's the thing.
It's
'cause,
like $350 for nosebleeds.
I'm with you on that. Like Billy Joel, I don't really like Billy Joel, but I know Diane fucking loves him, and I know he's got the
Uptown Girl.
His voice still sounds really good.
Yeah.
My dad.
Oh, no, here we go. Tina Arena has been announced as Billy Joel's opening act exclusively in Melbourne in December 22.
Yeah.
So that's
So we
not,
gotta go
that's
to
not it.
Australia.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's looking for 90s, 2000s cover bands to
Probably
open up
not.
from.
Well, we'll do our we'll learn more 80s ones.
We'll do strictly only 80s Billy Joel.
No, that would take away from his
What's the matter
thunder.
with the clothes I'm wearing? Can't you tell that you're
His best 80s song, in my opinion, Easy Money. Also, that other one, I forgot the name of it, but it was good.
Anyway, beyond Billy Joel.
Number 13. Always work to make each other. This is the last one. Always work to make each other better, even if it's hard.
Yes.
I feel like we're always
Yeah, like
pulling each other up by their bootstraps.
that's the thing. We're not afraid to make suggestions and say, "Hey, I think what you're doing here is kind of weird. I think you played a wrong chord. I think you're playing too fast. I think you're singing this wrong note." You know,
But it's usually
Nick,
not.
can you count? No, sorry.
But it's usually not laid in the negative.
No.
You know, we always mask it and hey, you did that other chord good. But that other one,
But the other one
No.
was the worst thing I've ever heard. So we can
no, but that's the thing. We don't even have to mask it. That's what I like about us. We can just tell each other straight up.
That's true.
Like,
Because-
like, hey,
bringing it back full circle to the fucking. My microphone just died on me.
Dude,
It went lip dink on me, and I
did
spilled
you-
some beer in my lap.
Dude, oh my god!
I heard a
I can't wait to listen back to this because it went. Bloop.
I thought I just heard something.
Completely was not my fault.
I'm gonna fucking put that in slow mo. It's gonna be like,
Cut. It's like a lot went on in this tiny little glass. How does so much liquid come out of this little glass? It's a 4-ounce glass.
it's like when you have the little baby rabbit shits. It's like boop. Anyway,
To bring it full circle, we are able to make each other better like that because we don't have an ego.
Yes.
Number one, we're not dicks.
yes.
Yes.
And I put like, you know what I mean? Like we always put effort into trying to improve each other. Like, you know, I like with Limelight, I was like, hey man, check out this guy doing it. And you're like, oh, the guy sucks. And I was like, all right, well, here's the tab, asshole.
That guy sucks even more now.
He's like, oh, that's not the right part. I'm like, but then the next time we played it, and you played it perfectly. So.
No, I didn't,
We'll just have to
but
trust we'll play that perfectly at the gig.
we're not going to play it at the gig. Please scratch it from the list and put Mary Jane there.
Nope. I will never.
Please
I
don't.
will. I hate Mary Jane.
We're not ready for it.
I hate.
We're
Mary
ready
Jane.
for it.
We played it twice.
we
What do you?
played it perfectly
public?
every time
We
we
have
played
never played it perfectly. Not one. Well, there was one time by accident. There was one
We'll
time
be
by
fine.
accident in practice.
No, we play. When we played it at Ginny's, you played it perfectly.
It wasn't
Yep.
perfect. I extended the fill, waiting. I was looking at you, waiting for you to come in the vocals. I just kept
Nick-
going with it. All right, now. All right,
No,
fine.
how do we
It
tell?
was not perfect.
How do we tell him that extending the fill is the correct amount of time?
No, I went
or
way-
whatever he did was the
I
correct
went
amount
way
of time.
beyond. It's supposed to be 6 hits. I did like 12 or 14 for that one to make it fit.
And this
12
is.
or 14. Okay, explain to me how you count.
I'm not explaining
14.
that.
I
I'm not
literally,
explaining
I literally
hits
have the
in a
recordings here.
3-4.
I'm about to just play them and show you how many hits you fucking did.
Anyway.
No, not
next-
anyway.
on
We're
the-
gonna
on to the next segment.
we're gonna play this live now. That's it.
You have our Jenny's live?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, shit.
Do you have our last show live?
No,
Son of a bitch.
you guys
It's
gotta
one
remember-
button.
I named this Ginny's Raw Dog, by the way.
Ooh.
It's not one button. I have to fucking make a bunch of shit. Fuck you.
What do you got to do?
I gotta like create it and stuff.
Yeah, he has to like move his finger through the beer.
His fingies hurt so bad.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
like
good luck finding. I mean, do you have a timestamp for each song? It's towards the end. What was it the last song?
It's the end.
That mix sounds good.
It does.
Can you turn it up a little bit?
This is what the audience heard.
Yes, skip forward a little bit more. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
It's at the end of the.
Keep going.
It's a 3 hours. Nick, it's a 3 hour MP3. I can't scrub that much.
You don't have like a skip 15 seconds or something?
No, not this.
Let's
put it Saeed.
Kind of fucked the solo up a little bit.
So
Right
far,
there.
so good. We're doing
Not really.
okay. We're doing okay.
Immediately it speeds up right there.
It's just gonna.
It's just gonna.
It's alright. It's doing alright. Yeah. That was alright. It might be slightly off, but that was alright.
Don't be proud of that. You're way off.
That was bad. I gave it too early. And
G sharp.
He did it. You did it.
No, I didn't. I went. That was like twice the number of hits.
It doesn't have to be exactly what Neil Peart does. It just has to be in time.
I just said it's supposed to be 6 hits. I did 10. I did 12 or 14. It was 12.
Not in the camera eye.
All right, I'm right. You're wrong. Fuck you. Next part. So the next segment is Nick is Old, and it is brought to you by the Washington Truck Company. Let me try and remember what voice I'm supposed to do for this one. It's supposed to be like the Coors Banquet guy. Who's the Coors Banquet guy? That actor. He's from Roadhouse, from a million things. The guy with the big mustache.
The banquet beer.
It's supposed to be that voice, pretty much. The Washington Truck Company, made in Belfort, South Dakota, the exact geographical center of the continental United States. We will only make one model just like Henry Ford intended, the Model U. The U dwarfs all other trucks, makes the Ford F-350 look like a matchbox car. It gets 2 miles per gallon highway, one city, but only the non-deserving this piece of machinery would ever drive it in a city. It's made in a small town for a small town man, not person. The cup holders are specifically designed to hold a 12-ounce can of Coors Banquet. Fuck you, Bud Light. Comes with a gun rack in the cab with a lock that is questionable at best. American and BOW flags are mounted in the back. There are no other features because a real man does not need any. Car driver says, "This is the dumbest idea ever." Road and Track calls it, "Is this a joke?" And the U.S. Department of Transportation heralds it as, "There is no fucking way we'll ever approve the legality of this." Washington Truck Company. Your heritage may be questioned at the time of purchase. Dun dun. So that leads us into the Nick is Old segment.
No, I had 2 thoughts during that. Is it possible to make a car with 0 miles to the gallon? If it was just idles.
Well, yeah, it could be like miles per 5 gallons or something like that.
Miles per 5 gallons. It's like 0.1 miles per gallon. And then the other you said something in there. Oh, with the gun rack and everything. And I was like, you're missing the sticker that has the 2 AR-15s that says, "Come and take it." Comes with the sticker.
The lock is
and don't tread on me on the
lock
side.
is questionable at best, they said. And they said it's made for a small town man, not person. Yeah, it was interesting. All right, we got Jay back. So this segment is Nick is Old, and the topic I'm going to talk about. Mike, do you have a different one you want to do first?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So the topic I'm going to talk about is Reddit.
Oh God. What was the question you asked us before this podcast
What
started?
is Reddit?
What is Reddit? Now, first, before you answer,
All right.
my best guess
All right.
of what it is. First, I've obviously never been on Reddit. I've heard of it. I know of it.
So you know it's something that you can be on.
I've heard of people being on it. Yes.
Okay. All right.
So
on the Reddit.
Is it like mushrooms or like Quaaludes or what?
A mixture of both.
I was like, is it an app? Is it? I kind of, my best guess, what I thought it was a little bit ago was it's like Yelp. It's kind of like an open forum, but maybe not. It's specific topics, but maybe not geared towards specific businesses like Yelp is. But it's kind of similar. And people like maybe rate each other. And I don't know if it's on an app or if it's website or both. Like you can get like the YouTube app on your phone. Is there a Reddit app on your phone?
Yes, there's actually a big controversy about this.
There is.
Who's going to the Reddit app or site, and what are you typing
So
in?
there's a massive-
what topic you're interested in, and you come across some weird forum thing.
Okay, so you know what forums are, right?
I know. Yes, I do.
Okay. So imagine on a website that like you could have pretty much every forum you've ever seen in your life. Like there's like a Blink 182 forum, there's a bass players forum, there's a Honda HRV forum,
But
there's like
it sounds like it's
Turismo forum.
there's a Gran Turismo forum, but
It sounds like it's a popular thing, though.
Yes,
And
because
forums aren't
It's a
really popular.
multi-billion-dollar website.
what they've
But
done
forums are
what they've done
stupid.
is no, the forums are great. They provide valuable resources. But for what Reddit did was take all those are called subreddits, by the way.
Yeah, it's so a
blowing my
subreddit.
mind.
Nick's
before.
eyes
So-
look like he couldn't handle what I just told him.
Reddit is the overarching cesspool, fucking
The forums.
sewer of a website.
Anyway, most of Reddit is not that, but
No. Some of Reddit is not that.
but usually it's just things you're interested in. There's an audiophile one. There's a pedophile one. There's,
Any sort of file you can think of.
no, they got rid of the pedophile ones.
Who has the time to
It
go
just
on
no.
this?
It just went underground.
I just
They just changed the name of it.
yeah. So there's like there's a home theater one. I'm thinking of all the ones there's outdoors communities. I mean, in outdoors communities of like hundreds of thousands of people. You know what I mean? Not just like one person, like 5 people or something like that.
Oh, a community. What do you mean? Like Facebook type
So
thing?
like,
So each subreddit acts as its own forum.
Subreddits now. It's throwing me for a loop.
No. Think about a subreddit as a forum. Like you go to a forum, right?
Yeah.
You go to the Rush forum.
a subreddit is an entire community.
Hold on, I'm trying.
r/rush.
But if that's a subreddit,
Yes,
what
there
is
you go.
what is the regular Reddit?
Regular Reddit is the homepage where you get to the subreddits.
So everything's a subreddit.
When you sign up for Reddit, they ask you to choose some stuff that you're interested in.
So
But
it's
if it's music or auto repair or
So it's a website.
right,
And
Reddit.com
within the website, there's every forum that's ever existed.
basically.
And in the forums is discussion and videos and stuff sometimes.
And it's all generally pretty recent too. Like if you go on Google and you say like Neil Peart sexual fetish Reddit, you'll get
FeetPics.
you'll get an
he's got some
entire
sweet feet
you'll get an
pics.
entire page of feet pic posts from Reddit.
But why is this appealing? Because you just
Because
looking-
Reddit has everything and it's immediate.
But it has everything that other assholes posted. Who cares? They're wrong most of the time.
So no. It's not though. If I have a question, so like my keytar, for instance, if I have a specific question about my Roland keytar, I can say, hey, why does this particular sound cut off when I do this? Within like 20 minutes, I'll have an answer.
Oh well,
a lot- that's a lot of minutes.
You didn't enable.
thought you were gonna say seconds.
Exactly. if I post an r/synthesizers, I'll get an answer
Oh,
right
you're just
away.
putting that, and you're posting a question like that to like Roland forum.
or Roland or synthesizers or synthesizer circle jerk or any of these like you can post it in multiple.
Oh yeah, and there's communities, and then there's a community that makes fun of the community.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And the forums are people asking questions, other people helping them out, or is it also like people making statements and people reacting to the statements?
Either or. Like someone will post. So like I'm in one called Ukraine War Video Report, and they always have like videos of like Russians getting blown up by grenades and stuff. And sometimes people will ask questions. Sometimes people will just post videos of this shit happening. Sometimes it's basically any forum.
I feel like the next episode is going to be me like rattling off all the subreddits that I love.
He's like, guys, I went on Reddit. I love it.
I posted this and that. I feel like this like boomer like crazy on that thing.
Like part of his hair will be gray.
No, I understand. If he does join, I understand where yes, you have to join. But if he does join certain subreddits and starts asking questions, I understand where all the dumb questions come from now.
Now you finally get it.
No,
Reddit.
Oh, Nick's now sad. We're sorry, Nick.
I'm looking up how to sign in. All right, this day in music history. Does anybody have a sponsor for it?
The
other than Anheuser-Busch.
that old Christian man died. Oh wait, what happened to all my notes disappeared?
Oh, I saw that, but I didn't know who he was. Did he star in Seven Heaven?
and he was the dad in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Was he the one who said irrelevant?
Oh, is that the same guy?
Is he the?
Yeah, the dad in Seventh Heaven.
I never connected.
Are you
that.
serious?
Is he the one that said irrelevant, trash?
No. That's Danny DeVito.
I know. I was joking.
Now this I love.
Now this. I obviously know who Danny DeVito. How could I confuse Danny DeVito for anybody else?
That's why I was confused. That's why I had to answer.
One's confused Arnold Schwarzenegger for being his twin.
It was pretty close.
Who's Danny DeVito?
Very
also,
similar likeliness.
My theory is that you confused lots of people with Danny DeVito. I have a sponsor for this segment. Snyder's wristwatches.
Snyder's is back again.
Yeah.
They're on fire.
Thanks to this miraculous new technology, no matter where you look, you can tell what time it is, as long as you're also looking at your Snyder's watch. Snyder's wristwatches.
Thank you, Snyder.
Thank you, Snyder.
Snyder's wristwatches.
First the butt bra, then really mundane stuff after that.
Can I say one thing about the butt bra?
Anyway, things that will get cut, probably.
So this day in music history, I thought it was pretty interesting. Yogi Horton, he was the household name. Household name. No, you'll like this. You will like this. He was the session drummer.
Horton.
He was. That got me cracking up. He was the session.
How many complete
drummer.
games did he pitch?
He was a drummer. He was drummer for. He was a session drummer
For the Yankees?
He worked with Diana Ross. He worked with the B-52s, Love Shack.
By the way, the Mets and the Braves tied at 10-10.
Son of a bitch.
I thought they couldn't have
ended in a
ties in
tie?
It
baseball.
ended in a tie, 10-10.
No, Jesus Christ. I can't wait to watch that recap tomorrow. Anyway, and he also was a session drummer for Luther Vandross. Yogi Horton, not Luther Vandross.
Let's end this podcast before I end my life.
Oh, there, I'm going there. He took his own life.
Oh my God.
So the session drummer for Luther Vandross killed himself after having told his wife he was tired of living in the shadow of the R&B singer Luther Vandross. That was his sole reason for killing himself.
Oh my God. Wow.
I'm going to tell Diane that I'm tired of living in the shadow of Michael Rea. Michael James Rea.
Yeah, but next week you're gonna be like, "What's your social security number?" Just give a date of birth.
Start giving away my things.
Like, imagine if like George Harrison killed himself, like because Paul McCartney and John Lennon were too good.
Yeah, that's wild, man. Wow,
That's crazy.
he I don't know. Was heroin popular? He's probably really depressed.
It didn't say anything about drugs. I don't know. Born today was
Oh, it's so good.
happy birthday to Kanye West.
Yay!
Yeah.
Happy birthday to.
By the way, he said
It's gonna get wildly more obscure.
No. So he said the other day, this is legit Instagram post from Kanye.
Okay.
He said he watched 21 Jump Street and Jonah Hill made him realize that all Jews aren't bad people. So
He finally came around. He's back on our side.
Thank you,
is he?
Jonah.
I don't know.
Let's give a clap to Jonah Hill.
Okay. Good
He's
job, Jonah.
growing as a person. Good for him.
Golf clap.
Fucking
All right, it's about to get way more obscure. You ready? Also born today was
soul clap.
There he goes. It's the starter clap that never starts. Oh, he's starting himself. If I don't join, does it still count?
We do that in the guard. Like for some reason, they'll mention someone's name and someone will just be like, and then someone else will be like, and it's all around. It's fucking hilarious.
Rob Pilatus. Everybody knows household name.
Oh no.
Milli Vanilli. He's one of the Millies.
I'm trying not to tear my eyeballs out right now.
One of
He
the
looks like
Milli
a
Vanillis
Picasso.
was born today.
This is definitely the final episode.
Boz Scaggs was born today.
Oh, Boz Scaggs. He's the guy that did that challenge. It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
He's the dog aliens
Boss
in
Hogs.
Borderlands 3 that I have to kill.
He was mentioned in a Breaking Bad episode, so I thought he was like a household name, but not quite. I don't know. I think he's kind of like an Elvis Costello type. That's kind of the vibe I get. But
This is where cars live. Get you one.
Ellie. I'm about to hit the space bar, Nick. You better hurry up.
the last one, the last person born today, which I actually have a pretty interesting story.
It better not be Boss Hogs.
I like you're talking faster because
I'm trying to snap him out of here. I do have a good story about this one. Chuck Negron. He was the singer for Three Dog Night.
Oh.
But all right, so
wow.
it was a good story. It might not be him. It might be one of the other singers in Three Dog Night. I'm not sure, but one of them in their autobiography came out like a decade ago. Apparently, he fucked so many girls so quickly in such quick succession. In like a week, he had sex with like fucking 80 girls or something like way
God.
insane. He had sex so many times that his dick literally ripped in half. And he had to get it surgically sewn together.
Well, on that note,
Leads us to music news.
oh my no!
It's very, very quick music news.
Please.
A couple podcasts ago, I was speculating as to who the new drummer of Foo Fighters might be.
Oh, who cares?
It is John Freese. Is that name? Does anybody know that name?
No, that's in my who's who of who.
I assumed it was going to be like the cousin of Taylor Hawkins or his brother or his son or whatever. He's got all these relatives, all named Hawkins, that are all good drummers. It's none of them. So this guy, he is formerly of the Vandals, Devo, GNR, A Perfect Circle, Nine Inch Nails, Weezer, sorry, Paramore, and Sublime. And his brother plays keyboard for Green Day on live.
Keyboard for wait.
When they play live, they have a guy.
We need to revisit that at
There's
some
actually
point.
a lot of keyboard parts for Green Day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
By the way, Nick, what song does A Perfect Circle sing?
I have no idea.
Can't take his band anywhere.
All I know is you guys
We're-
like A Perfect Circle.
We've been talking about this song for weeks now. And you just
The Judas thing?
Judas
I mean,
Judas Priest.
Judas
Yeah.
Kiss?
Bam,
Judas
bam,
Kiss?
breaking the law. Yeah, that's the song.
The best.
Judas, won't you fucking whistle?
And then a new album review, my 12-second review. New Ben Folds album. There is one good song, a couple okay, the rest is boring.
Oh, I didn't know he had a new album.
Just came out like 3 days ago.
Okay. Hanson just released a new song. It's called MMMbop 2.0.
Oh, God.
Are
damn
you
it.
serious?
I'm serious.
Is it spelled with twice as many ums in the MMMbop?
No. It just
Or
says,
MMMbop.
just says 2.0 at the end. And it's exactly the same song,
Okay.
but it's in a different key.
Is this MMMbop 2.0?
Oh,
This is
you
2.0.
bet your sweet ass it is.
And it's got more, it's heavier, it's more keys. Listen to that.
It's a lot fuller of a sound, for sure.
Ooh, this
like-
actually be a better cover.
There's like 15 overlays of guitar in that.
It's a better cover.
Yeah. Are they tuning down for this?
Oh, yeah. It's gone so fast.
This could actually be a better.
yeah.
This could be a better cover.
Yeah. This is the key we played it in.
An E. Yeah.
I liked how we used to end it on the. We used to end it on that. Let's go.
Oh. That's Isaac singing. Flawless harmonies.
So much autotune. I think.
No.
It sounds like it.
No, they're good.
I know they're good in real life. But
The mix sounds like they couldn't decide on what to be the highest, so they like put them all to a 10.
This is a collaboration.
That's modern music, man.
This is a collaboration.
Is it? With who?
Busted. Yeah, this would be a much better cover. This is fun.
This is basically what we did, except
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm down for bringing it back.
Yeah, we should play this again.
Hey, yeah. So what did I do here? Let's see. And you mom to go.
They use hell. Oh, but they don't care. So it's not exactly the same. Small differences. Lots of random shit in the background.
I can play it.
Just one note in the background. Off to the right side.
Let's see how they ended. Did it end like us? Did it copy us? Hanson seen us. If they ended with MMMbop. Let's see.
You'll see.
They copied us.
They copied
They
us.
stole my goddamn.
We should file a copyright claim on them.
Shit.
Do I have recordings of us? I might have recordings of us doing that. I could say copyright them for doing like reverse copyright strike.
That's like the Uno fucking reverse card.
This is Busted's top song. Year 3000. 100 plays.
Jonas Brothers. This is Jonas Brothers? Jonas Brothers did a version of this song. No.
I don't know, makes me want to kill myself.
Oh, you said Busted. Yeah, Busted was the original song. Jonas Brothers did a version of that on their first album.
This song has 100 million plays.
Yeah, I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but I lived underwater.
The fuck is
And
this?
your great
Jay
granddaughter
knows all
I
the words
like-
somehow.
is doing fine.
I like how Jay knows all the words to this, but,
It's Busted.
but also
We are in a band. I'm Jason.
I'm Mike.
I'm Nick. See you later.
The last one, please.